Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fantastic Nature Adventures. Now, right now, what I'm doing, I'll show you guys what I'm doing right now. I am canoeing all by myself. I'm canoeing all by myself, and it's a little windy out here, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just drifting. I'm not actually paddling at the moment, because I'm filming, so it's kind of impossible to paddle and film at the same time. But right now, I'm just out here in the swamplands, all alone in this inlet, and I'm going to look for some carnivorous plants. In my opinion, carnivorous plants are one of the most interesting organisms that you can find here in Maine. They are pretty much, in my opinion, the most cool types of plants. I mean, I guess I'm a little biased because I am an animal guy, but carnivorous plants are super cool. And there are two types of carnivorous plants that are out here. There's the pitcher plant and there's also a sundew. So I'm going to try to find both of those plants for you guys, and I'm just going to film them, give you guys some information, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, so right off the bat, I have found a little group of pitcher plants. I almost hit them with my canoe, but luckily I didn't. And this one is pretty big, so we're going to check this guy out here. I'm not going to take him apart, I'm not going to pick him or anything, but there's a couple here, and they are really cool. The reason that they're carnivorous plants is just like all carnivorous plants, they get their nutrients from actually technically eating animals. And basically how pitcher plants do it is they have this sort of rim right here. They have this sort of rim right there, and that has a lot of sticky nectar on it. So flies and that are actually attracted to that. And then what happens is they go there and they fall in because it's actually slippery. And they try to escape, but the pitcher plant is pretty hard to see because they're just so small. But the pitcher plant's big leaf here has all of these little hairs. And obviously that makes it pretty much impossible for an insect to escape. And then the pitcher plant, let me show you guys with this smaller one here. The pitcher plant actually has this sort of liquid in its sort of pitcher that it uses to actually basically drown the insect. There's the liquid. So check out this little guy here. He's got liquid in his rim, or I guess what you would call it is his pitcher. And basically what happens is an insect will fall into that. So they'll basically come here to the side, they'll fall in, they'll try to run up the side, but these hairs will make it impossible for them to run up the side, and then they will basically get liquefied by those internal juices. And then what happens is the pitcher plant basically it uses all of the juices of the plant to basically get its nutrition. And look at me, I'm just drifting away. The wind right now is pushing me.
One thing that is pretty interesting about carnivorous plants is when they do need to bloom their flowers are actually quite far away from the plant's body. And this is because if the flower was right next to where the plant was, an insect or a potential pollinator could potentially fall into the plant or just get killed by the plant while they were trying to pollinate the flower. So the plant, like the pitcher plant, has the flower stalk way up high, and the actual flower is way far away from the pitcher. That way there's no potential way to kill pollinators when the plant needs to reproduce.
Okay guys, so I've been exploring for quite a little while now, but I have finally found a decent amount of sundews right there. I'm actually going to pick one, and we're going to just check it out. So this is basically the entire sundew plant. We have basically just a stem, then we've got a leaf, and then on the leaf we can see there are all of these little pink hairs. There it goes. Now it's definitely in focus. It's got all of these pink hairs on the leaf, and at the end of each of these hairs there is a tiny little globule of nectar. And what will happen is a fly will actually come in, try to eat that nectar, and then the leaf will just close. The plant will basically just kind of curl up. The leaf will just kind of curl up like this, and then what happens is it brings up digestive juices which go in and digest the fly. Basically, sundews are kind of like a more basic version of a Venus flytrap. That's kind of how I think of them. So they're really cool. They're very simplistic. Not to say that's a bad thing, but they're very kind of basic design in terms of carnivorous plants, but they're really cool.
Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this interesting, kind of a different video, this carnivorous plants video. I know I pretty much only do animal videos, but I really think carnivorous plants are just as cool as a lot of animals. I mean, plants are really cool in general, but I think carnivorous plants are especially cool. So I wanted to make a specific video just about them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do have a few more videos to be uploaded on the channel from up in Maine. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for more content. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and bye.